I'm Alan Dale, and this is the We Are Tourism podcast in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, here at a great facility, the JAG Hotel. Now, the JAG Hotel has got a whole unique setup to it. It's a conference center. It's a sound area where concerts will come through. In fact, 2 concerts coming up just in a couple of days. It's an incredible offering to the city of St. John's. Of course, one thing when you hold concerts and things like that in a place like this, you need pretty good sound and stuff like that. So on that note, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Hi, I'm Michael Donovan. I'm the technical director here at the JAG Sound House, which is the performance venue that's here at the new building. So I'm responsible for all the technical elements, lighting, sound, video, any productions that come in, making sure that all of their needs are met.
Michael, there's state-of-the-art operation up there. Talk to me a little bit about the Sound House.
So we're one of the first. I believe we're the only place in Newfoundland, but certainly one of the newest places for sure that has an EAW Anya rig, and what that is, the PA, the sound system, the speakers themselves. It's an intelligent rig in that you can, excuse me. You can fine-tune it to meet the space like you can with most rigs, but it also takes care of some of it on its own. For example, it can sense the shape of the room, and because Sound House can be configured in different ways depending on how the ear walls are in, it's very useful in assisting, we'll say, the sound techs in making sure that the sound is just right, even though the room shape is changing, right? Or the number of people in the room, or that sort of thing. So we still had the engineers come down from EAW and do the fine tuning like you do with any rig, but now the technology within it helps, say even with the changing of the room, make sure the sound is just perfect.
Michael, how many people will be on your team, like at an event and stuff like that, when you're running a big event? I mean,
it mainly depends on the event itself. Right now, full-time, it's just myself and another fellow. But a typical show, you've got a typical concert, you've got your front of house engineer, your monitor engineer, your lighting designer, you've got 2 or 3 guys on stage, you've got a video tech, you've got 2 or 3 camera operators, the backline tech. So, I mean, your standard show, 6 to 10 people. Wow. Right, and then bigger as the shows get bigger.
And it's got to be perfect, right? I mean, it's the make or break of the event, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
You got to make sure that, right? Lighting too. Like, walk me through that.
So we've got, I'd say we've got about 100 moving lights, give or take. It's all everything color mixes, everything moves, so you can really get in there and really fine tune the looks. You know, gone are the days of gel when you had to put colored filters in front of lights, right? Gone are the days of sending a guy up in a ladder or a lift and manually focusing the light. It's all done from the desk now, right? So we've got 3 trusses on stage, plus our front of house truss, our front light truss. And then there's another truss that hangs from the main rig that has one of our video walls, and then some more lighting on that. And that's sort of the main house hang, and then depending on the show, we have some extra inventory that can come in to go on the deck or go on uprights, or just so every show has its own unique look.
Michael, how long have you been at this kind of work? Like, and what got you into it?
I guess I've been doing it about 20 years now, give or take. Classic, like, junior high school drama club.
Is that right?
Right, honest to God, yeah, here in town, IJ and then Bishops. And then I went to Grenfell, Munn's campus out in Corner Brook, and studied fine arts and theater. And then I've just been working around town. I was with a production company here in town for years, and did some work on cruise ships. And now here I am.
It sounds like a real passion for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you always know that the technical side of that was what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, once I sort of started doing theater again, like junior high, I did a little bit of acting coming up through, but it was always the production side of it always drew me in more so.
Is that right? Wow. I tell you, you know, when you have a venue like this in your city, it is a big part of the hospitality industry. It's what brings events here and then the follow-on tourism. Talk to me about the importance of having something like this in our community.
I mean, even just starting at the size of the venue, like 1,600 seats, that fills a gap that has always existed. You know, we're bigger than the Arts Culture Center and Holy Heart, right? But we're smaller than the Mary Brown Center, so it really fills the hole for that sort of medium-sized show.
Right.
And now attached to a hotel, you know, it's all part of the package.
Right.
Right. I remember. I mean, I've been here now about 10 weeks, all through the install, and I remember first couple of times I walked through it. The layout, it reminded me of a cruise ship, like that sort of atmosphere, that sort of quality, right? Like, you know, you can, on one floor you've got your food, and then you've got your entertainment, and the hotel itself, places to stay, and, you know, and every floor is a little different, but there's the through line of music going through it all, so it's not just a hotel. I mean, there's lots of hotels downtown, but it's a true, like, entertainment complex. Yeah.
Two big events coming up this weekend. You'll get to put the rig, as you say, to the test. Nervous at all?
Not really. I mean, you know, I don't want to downplay it, but I mean, concerts are sort of the easier thing, right?
Okay.
And I mean, we're used to loading in, say, at a stadium in the morning and putting it up and having the show, and now the rig is already here. So obviously, you know, it's the first real test of the rig. So yes, there's a bit of nerves there, because make sure everything's good. I mean, we've been through it with a fine-tooth comb over the past few weeks, of course, and even now with the convention here, it's getting a little bit of a test. But like you say, the first proper test will be Pledge Soul and then Allen. So, but I'm feeling good. You know, we've really done our homework. We had help from SF Marketing. They were the supplier of a lot of the gear. Sean Basha, who's a key player here at the hotel, he designed a lot of the stuff, chose a lot of the gear himself. We've run, some of it's been used for Iceberg Alley, and I mean, even though it's not the same equipment necessarily, it's the same process.
Same process, yeah.
And a lot of common crew, so we've got a good working relationship amongst the team.
Michael, I tell you, it's been an absolute pleasure to get sort of a look behind the scenes of a guy who works the rig,
right, yeah.
That technical side to make all of these things work. And that's a big part of the hospitality industry. And I can also tell you this, this might be the first time that I've ever done an interview and the guest's mom sat just over there watching. And I got to tell you, your nerves of steel.
Yeah.
She didn't bother at all. Mom must be proud. I can see her smiling over there. It's been a real pleasure to have you on the show, and this is the face of tourism in Newfoundland and Labrador.